Governments talk about productivity all the time. According to the Morrison Government, if we cut taxes, it'll boost productivity. If we cut wages, it'll boost productivity. If we change the industrial relations laws, it'll create productivity. And indeed, if we build car parks in marginal electorates, it'll boost productivity. Well, productivity is a really important economic idea. It tells us how much output that we can get for every unit of input that we put in. What does that mean? Well, a barista in a cafe, for example, can only make so many coffees per hour. And with better coffee making machines or with better training, they might be able to make more coffees per hour. And measuring coffees per hour is a measure of productivity. So we do want people to be more productive. We want people to be able to make more stuff, which is why we need to invest in education. It's why we need to invest in training. It's why we need to invest in research and development. But just because a government says this will boost productivity doesn't mean something will boost productivity. And government ministers in Australia have just become obsessed with saying things like, give me the tax cuts I want, they'll boost productivity. Give me the changes in industrial relations laws I want because that will boost productivity. But just saying something will boost productivity doesn't cause productivity to go up. Now, if only there was some sort of umpire, if only there was some way to actually figure out what's going on. Well, while economists and people will always disagree about exactly how to measure productivity and exactly what will boost it, the government's own Treasury has just put out a report called the Intergenerational Report. And guess what it does? It forecasts productivity growth over the next 50 years. And guess what the Intergenerational Report says? It says that productivity growth in the future is exactly the same as what they said it would be 6 years ago. So in the last 6 years, when the government has said, give me these tax cuts, they'll boost productivity. Give me these wage cuts, they'll boost productivity. Or let's build these car parks, they'll boost productivity. The government's own advisors at Treasury clearly don't believe a word of it. So we do need to boost productivity. We do need to have a conversation about what we should do. But the economic data is quite clear. Spending money on health and education, boosting wages, training workers, these things boost productivity, not tax cuts, not wage cuts, not smashing unions. If, and it's a big if, we really want the economy to grow, economics says we need to be nice to people, not nasty to people. And Treasury's own analysis shows that nothing the Morrison government's done in the last 6 years is expected to boost productivity at all. So if it's not going to boost productivity, why are we being so hard on workers? No one talks about productivity more than the Treasurer, but luckily we debunked one of the Treasurer's recent interviews on productivity in an episode of the Spin Bin. Check it out here.